The Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down the tunnel. A team looking for a big... Now it's ended down today.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday, 6 to shoot. Here's Middleton, and the first shot of the night for him missing. Lillard with it, pass to Powell. Here's the 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. Here's Lopez, and the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Hits it from 3-point range.
Great job there getting the defense to commit one way, and then Lillard has the body control to pull up the other. Nails the quick jumper.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks miss again.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Powell, the pass to Nurkic. And the shot goes in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To halt the run, and the nice bucket inside from Lopez.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Portland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. It's Powell on the wing. Nurkic against Lopez. Nurkic kicks to Powell. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Here is Lillard. Nurkic in the post. Lopez is there. Here's McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Back to Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Trains the 3-pointer. Lillard's got 6 points.
Amazing how much Lillard has spatial awareness when his defender's just far enough away. He's going to shoot that quickly.
Giannis passes to Middleton. Back to Giannis. It doesn't go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. It's McCollum with the drive. Powell finds Covington. And Portland with another turnover here. And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Back to Holiday. Over Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Holiday perks up a little bit when he gets to the inside, knowing that there's the possibility of some contact.
First one falls for him. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And he makes the first but misses the second. Trailblazers leading by 4. And stolen by Portis. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Tucker, rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Portis. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Hustling to get up on that shot. No one can fault Cantor for his defensive effort on that one.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Portland out in front. They're up by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play on the court for the Bucks. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Holiday looking over the floor. Now the pass to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 5 on the clock. There's the lob to Portis.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Tucker, the pass to Connaughton. Banked in off the glass. Connaughton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Jones. Portland moving the ball around. Cantor inside, defended by Portis. McCollum dishes to Cantor. Shoots over Portis. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Bucks making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Powell's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
1:56 left to play in the first half. Passes it to Connaughton. There's the lob to Portis. No good on that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Up again, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his first bucket of the night.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Right wing, here's Forbes. No good on the three. Trailblazers trail by 3. To the middle, here's Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
How many thousands of times have we seen Melo in that position to pick up a shooting foul and to force the defense to foul him?
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Pass to Connaughton. Jones against Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. To the right side. Nurkic kicks to Powell. It's McCollum on the wing. Connects from three-point range. McCollum's got 5 now.
Well, the coach has confidence in C.J. taking that shot, and so C.J. has confidence in making it.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Trying to get open is Lopez.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Portland out in front as they score. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And by just... And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Steps back and fires. And the shot is long. Bucks trail by 4. Middleton for 3. Giannis with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's good for 2. He has 6. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Forbes, the pass to Tucker. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now here comes Jones.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Outside Holiday. The pass to Forbes. Here's Tucker. Here's Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lopez has got his second bucket.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Lillard from outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
Out to the wing. Takes the three. Forbes can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lillard misses. Bucks trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Hard to deal with Brook Lopez in that kind of size, especially when he's forcing the issue like this here and going strong.
Pass to Lillard. We've got 1:18 left in the third. Fires for 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Holiday against Lillard. In the corner, Middleton with it. The shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Pass to Nurkic. Outside Covington. Back to Nurkic. Shoots over Tucker. From 10 feet out. Nurkic can't hit. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, Middleton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, how about the timing for Middleton? Getting up there, seeing the opportunity on the backside. Sweet alley-oop.
Lillard surveying the D. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He ends up dropping in 2 from deep. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Pass to Carmelo. There's the pass to Simons. Just 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Antetokounmpo, no good. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. The lead is 2. McCollum outside. Pass to Giles. McCollum outside. For the 3. But he recovers it. Passes to Simons. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There's the positive attitude, the strong work ethic of Cantor. Great putback.
DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Giannis outside. And Giannis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. McCollum passes to Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shoots off the step back, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, you give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Connaughton. The Bucks getting another chance here.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Anthony kicks to Giles. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Now McCollum. Pass to Simons. For 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Pat Connaughton. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Giles. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against Holiday. Cantor trying to free himself up. And it's Lillard missing. The Bucks trail. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's rebounded by Covington. Portland's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And Lopez has it in the corner. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. Back to Lopez. Outside Holiday. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
Lillard against Holiday. And Lillard gets double-teamed to the paint. Yes!
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Cantor coming through here in the clutch.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Lillard against Holiday. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. It's Friday night, and DH.
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday is in his 8th season with the...
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, Batuma's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1. He gets it in there. The great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Middleton outside. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
The drive by Jackson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. We play just over a minute here in the first. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Holiday with it. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez against Zubac. Lopez, no luck.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's George. Milwaukee with the rebound. Fast break, Milwaukee. Middleton leading the charge. Looks for Holiday, gets it to him. Leonard against Antetokounmpo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The shot by George, wide open. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For 3, Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And the pass to George. Got a piece of it.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Middleton's got 5 now.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now here's Jackson. And the Clippers miss again. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Middleton can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 3. They need this one. Crafty move. And the rejection by Giannis. Floats it up for Giannis.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And that one's good. George.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Here's Lopez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Chris Middleton. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's Connaughton missing.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Patrick Patterson with his great shooting stroke, always looking comfortable at the free throw line.
Forbes dishes to Middleton. And the Bucks miss again.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Morris kicks to Rondo. Fires the three, and the three ball is good. Rondo's got 5.
Rondo from outside? How about that?
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fast break, here we go. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Rondo.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Forbes. And just miss after miss right now. And now the Clippers on the break. Morris finds Kennard. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. He got it up. No good there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. And the second. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin.
I think the underdog story, started when.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris, and it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Mann in at the 2-guard spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now here's Rondo. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
What precision from Rondo. Even when he gets knocked around, he keeps his focus and nails the shot.
The Clippers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And that one falls for Rondo. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Morris into the lane. Passes it to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Morris. That shot off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Now Tucker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Rondo passes to Patterson. Pulls from the top of the key. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Bucks trail. Portis in the post, covered by Morris. Portis can't get it to go. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Patterson. Rebounded by Tucker.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
For 3, Middleton. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Starting to heat up now. He nailed 1 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 2 here in the second.
The drive by Rondo. And a missed layup. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Kicks it to Forbes. Tucker the pass to Forbes. No good from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And the basket is good. Morris has got his second bucket tonight.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The shot's good from Forbes.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Here's Mann, defended by Portis. Mann can't hit. Morris passes to Rondo. A second chance effort. Here's Patterson. Rebounded by the Bucks. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of basketball. In the corner, Middleton with it. 13 feet away. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Morris. Forbes with the rebound. Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Tucker the pass to Connaughton. Tries to save it. And Tucker kicks to Middleton. And the Bucks miss again.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Rondo. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
Rondo is just so sly. A real master at getting fouls off his shot fake.
And that one falls for Rondo. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Just 4 to shoot. Here's George. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton, sinks the triple. Middleton's got 11 points in the quarter. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
From deep, George. Chris Middleton has been on display. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Leonard against Giannis. Great D that time from Leonard. The Clippers trail.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. 2 points. That one goes. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
The shot by George, no good. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Second shot opportunity, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from George.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Giannis inside. Leonard's there, and that one's good by Giannis.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man. I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Lopez right side. Makes it off the glass. Lopez has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Antetokounmpo against Leonard. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries. Patterson finds Morris. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
George looking around. To the inside, Patterson. Good D by Lopez.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Milwaukee on Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Kennard. Patrick Patterson is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Oturu in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Pass to Tucker. Dishes it to Middleton. Launches a 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
George against Holiday. Out to Morris. Pass to Kennard. The pass to George. Here's Oturu. He dishes it to Morris. Passes it to Kennard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Outside, George. They get the rebound.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Holiday attacking. Can't cash in from close range. Clippers trail by 4, and now the Clippers on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You have to like the way Patterson can bait defenders into a foul. Very crafty.
The first free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to DiVincenzo. For 3, Middleton. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Back to Rondo. To tie it up. The rebound by Middleton. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Up top, DiVincenzo to the middle. Here's Tucker. Kicks it down to Middleton. 5 to shoot. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Patterson. Here's Oturu. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Rondo.
What a display from Rondo, just coming alive when his team needs a bucket.
Outside Holiday. And stolen by Patterson. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Morris. To tie it up. The pass to Kennard. Inside. Clock at 6. They shoot again. Rondo passes to Oturu. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. George. And that one hits back iron.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position
to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Outside, George lets it go from deep. And it's George again missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way. Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Whistle blows, if that's going to be a travel. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 5-point game. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And really, from second-round pick to All-Star, Middleton's story, inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 3. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Poke loose. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look at the picturesque city of Portland. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. And there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. The Blazers on offense. Here's McCollum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, if you got game, you got game. And we're starting to see more players come from small schools and go on to become special talents like McCollum. You don't see it too often, but it's definitely starting to happen. Shows you what happens when you put in the work.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Powell with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
And stolen by Lillard. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Lillard misses.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, when Batum spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard from the arc. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by George.
Oh, man, and Jackson is just incredibly fast in transition. It's just the defense's worst nightmare when he's leaking out in the open floor.
Nobody near Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Here's Leonard, and the layup falls. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot block.
Covington wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here are the Clippers. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Lets it go from deep. He's off on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's McCollum. Three-pointer, Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 7.
But Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
Jackson passes to Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
George against McCollum. Shoots it. Left side, George. Over McCollum. Up and in from the low block.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Trailblazers out in front. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive as they come.
I don't fear nobody. And, you know,
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Morris is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Patrick Patterson. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 2. Here's Rondo. From 10 feet out, man can't hit.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
Shot's good by Anthony.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. To the paint. Here's Patterson. Unable to get that one. Excellent D from Cantor. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Cantor. Cantor's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Rondo with it. Now Anthony defending. And Patterson kicks to Kennard. Outside Rondo. Shot from the top of the key. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Simons. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Passes to Morris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Enes Kanter. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Pass to Oturu. And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. On defense, Portland. Outside Rondo. Shot clock at 6. And good that time. Rondo's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, for a point guard, despite shaky range, Rondo has pretty good field goal percentage for his career. A lot of that is shot selection.
Lillard from deep three-point land. The long distance 3 is buried.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter, and now he's got 1 in the second.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Lillard way outside. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Here's Kennard. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Rondo passes to Oturu. Outside for Rondo. Pass to Oturu. Back to Rondo. Wide open look. Portland grabs the miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
They grab their own miss. Outside, Jones. It's McCollum on the wing. From deep. That shot misses. Clippers trail by 8. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Morris. And the layup's good off the glass. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
Lillard outside. From deep. Lillard again missing. Here's Patterson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. Checking out the Trailblazers. Kenny, how'd you feel about it? Man, that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard fires away from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Jackson kicks to Zubas. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The shot by George, wide open. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Powell, no one around him, and the Trailblazers, another 3.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
George looking around. The 3. The shot comes out, and the Trailblazers going the other way. McCollum finds Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Batum grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Leonard with the bucket.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
The pass to Powell. Covington down low. Defended by Batum. Lillard misses. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 5-point game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 20.
We're seeing the very best of Lillard tonight. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife of an offensive player. I mean, he's got a tool for every job.
Down low, outside for George. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's McCollum. Good. McCollum's got 7 points.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display for McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. And checked in. And the rejection by Zubac. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside, George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Passes it to Simons. Out to Anthony. Here's Simons. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
This is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it. Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Pass to Simons. And with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Really left alone that time. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Here's Simons. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Clippers trail by 7. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Morris. He's out there with Patrick Patterson. Rajon Rondo is out there with Paul George. And it's man in at the shooting guard. Patterson can't get it to go.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And they're on the break. Here's Mann. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Here's Simons. And a miss there on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Lillard, the pass to Covington. He feeds it to Nurkic. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Jones. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 22.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Inside, Rondo. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And it's 8 points for Rajon Rondo.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Here's Oturu, and he hits it to tie the game up. Oturu's got his first 2 points of the night.
Talk about an advanced distributor. I mean, there's passes that point guards can make, and there's passes that Rajon Rondo.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Morris looking over the floor. So the wing on the left, 5 on the clock. And the rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Oh, this is what you want from Nurkic. A fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
The 3 from George. The Clippers rebound. Trailblazers leading by 4. Powell for 3. That one's not going to go. LA's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Leonard. George has got 12 points here in the second half.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, traps in the tray. Lillard's got 27.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Clippers trail by 4. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jackson passes to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. To the inside. Outside for George. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. McCollum outside. Back to Covington. 6 to shoot. McCollum outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's the Clippers' ball, trailing by 4. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Panthers checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Reggie Jackson.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Lillard way outside. Buries the triple.
Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Now, here's George. Can't cash in, and he hits the shot. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And yes, the officials want to review the shot. They initially thought he didn't get it off in time. short, a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3. Covington with it. He's picked up by Lopez. DiVincenzo with it. Middleton finds Lopez. Back to Middleton. Portland grabs the miss.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Oh, he wishes he had that one back. 3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
All alone. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Giannis. Pass to Middleton. Shoots over Powell. Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Covington. He kicks it to McCollum. There's the pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard from deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now, here's Lillard. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Holiday against Lillard. Pass to DiVincenzo. The feed now to Middleton. There's the triple. And it's Portland with the rebound.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And the basket by McCollum. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Man, I'm impressed by the level of concentration Covington has on these difficult finishes. I mean, in this league, you have to get used to making shots despite being bumped a little bit or being challenged at a high level.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Taken away by Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch. everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Connaughton. This one for three. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Kicks it out to Giannis. Off target with his three. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. They trail by one. Now Giannis. 6 points for him. Pass to Tucker. Right wing. Here's Connaughton. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by one. From Portland, we're back in a moment. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us.
For me personally, I just want.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Connaughton in at the two-guard spot. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Anthony's shot is off. Bucks leading by 3.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes it, makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner three shooter. You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
They get it back. That puts them in the lead. Anthony's got his first points in this one.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
And the pass to Portis. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. From the stripe. Another miss by Middleton. Portland leading. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And Kanter throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Anthony, the pass to Giles. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Portis can't get it to go. Portland leading by 3. Here's Anthony. Count that bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tucker finds Portis. Back to Tucker. To the paint. And Connaughton has it in the corner. And Middleton now atop the key. Buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter. Absolutely amazing, especially from long distance. .116 left in the first half. Simons the pass to Cannon. Stolen by Tucker. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Portis in the post. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Can't tie it up as that one misses. To the middle. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. No good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Anthony. Forbes with the rebound. Bucks trail by 4. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Offensive rebound, Portis, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. 9 seconds left here in the second. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Five seconds left to play in the first half. Lillard from deep three-point land, and that one is off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good action during the period. And that'll do.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Antetokounmpo. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Nice open look, but it's no good. The Bucks trail.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Brook Lopez. Now here's Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Buries it from three-point range.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Now here is Holiday. It's a three-point game. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Giannis. Powell for 3. And Lopez pulls it down. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you.
call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Portland with the ball, following the basket by Chris Middleton. And it's Lillard missing.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
That's good from Holiday on the assist by Lopez. Now it's a 3-point Bucks lead. Lillard outside. Passes it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Clock at 4.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. Here's Lopez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lopez has got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
Boy, I think they've lost their intensity. I mean, the defensive pressure is lacking this half.
Pass to Pop. Holiday against Lillard. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 5.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Lopez left side. 1:31 left to play here in the third. Middleton for 3, and the 3 ball is good. He's got 14.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic and when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot. You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Powell. Kicks it out to Covington. 3-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's McCollum for 3. Offensive rebound.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 8. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's good. 2 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Lillard scanning the floor, looking to get it going, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
And here is DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. And the dunk by Giannis.
And, you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Here's Simons. To the paint. Here's Anthony. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Lillard's checked in for Anferny Simons. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Holiday's checked in. Now here is Holiday. It's Portis, high post. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Lillard outside. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 6-point lead. High post Lopez. He's against Kanter. Lopez inside. He's covered by Kanter. The shot's good from Lopez.
Able to just go right over the top. I mean, the big man, Lopez, doing work.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Lillard way outside. Cans it from downtown.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Holiday against Lillard. Holiday surveying the floor. Back to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Trailblazers trail by 7. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Back to Lillard. The tray kept alive.
And his teammates love it. Kanter taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
Here's Holiday after Enes Kanter's basket. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
1:44 left here in the fourth quarter. Jones dishes to Lillard. It's up a 3. Again the miss by Lillard. Milwaukee leading by 7. On the wing, Holiday. Lopez outside. Here's Connaughton, defended by Jones. Back to Lopez, and stolen by Lillard.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. He feeds it to Lopez. It's stolen by Jones. 3-on-3. Here's Kanter. Count it!
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
Here's Holiday. Portland making their last shot. Shot clock at 5. That one goes in.
And relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now, here's Lillard. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Out to the wing with the shot. And that one goes long. Tucker with the ball. Here's Lopez. No good there. And so the Bucks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Chris Middleton can make contributions by using his frame to be a good rebounder. Good effort there.
DiVincenzo against George. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got his second basket.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
For 3, Middleton. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Giannis. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
George, no good. The Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Leonard draws the double. There's Jackson with the 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And it's Milwaukee's ball. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. On the wing, Holiday takes a 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that...
Look at that!
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Los Angeles, Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Morris kicks to Leonard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And Patterson kicks to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the night here. And the free throw, no good. Outside Rondo. Pass to Mann. Another shot, back to Rondo. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Portis.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks ahead. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Patterson can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Forbes. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Chris Middleton. Clippers trail by 5. Outside Rondo. Patterson against DiVincenzo. Patterson dishes to Rondo. Back to Patterson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Patrick Patterson had some great years where he showed his three-point shooting prowess, but if he can get down into the post and score there as well, it's another option for their offense.
Bucks leading by 3. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, Tucker the pass to DiVincenzo. Tucker with the ball. Morris is there. Tucker can't get it to go. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Rondo. Tight defense on him. That one, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Knocked loose. Morris outside. Pulls it up. Greg, how special was it? And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Now DiVincenzo. No points in the game yet for him. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Kennard. Finishes the break with a slam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
The three. And the Bucks miss again. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a three-point game. It's tipped. Here's Forbes. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Passes it to Patterson. Pass to man. 6 to shoot. Now Kennard. Here is Forbes. Now the pass to Portis. And Rondo sends it back.
An average shot blocker. The key for Rondo is to know when to leap up for those rejections. That time using length.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Portis on the mark with the 15-footer. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Offside Rondo. Pass to man. Off target from three-point range. Bucks leading by 5. Here's DiVincenzo. Good work there as it goes. And a wide open look for Rondo. And the 3 off target. And so that brings the first half to a close. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50%. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Zubac in at center.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Clippers.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Back to Holiday. Giannis right side. Lopez finds Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And it's George missing. Bucks leading by 9. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Jackson, that falls. Nice feed that time from George. Jackson's got 6.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Giannis outside. Passes to Holiday. Back to Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. Clippers trail by 7. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And it's Middleton penetrating, and he makes good on the layup. Middleton's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Middleton does have some length himself, and he utilizes it there on the drive.
George looking over the floor. Shoots the 3. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Oh, Middleton in position. Holiday against Jackson. It's deflected. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. From deep, George doesn't go for him. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
I'm not.
Oh, that was something else.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Down low. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Pass to Holiday. Back to Giannis. There's the 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
George up top. Defended by DiVincenzo.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
It's good. And it's a 12-point Milwaukee lead.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
George with the bucket.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Right side Holiday. It's DiVincenzo, top of the key. Middleton outside. It could go, and so it's Milwaukee enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
They've got Chris Middleton. E.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. On the wing, Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 11. Outside, George. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And he makes that one.
Now, Drew aggressive there, right? You could see committing to that shot, looking more than happy to rise up and fire.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Here's Rondo. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Bucks leading by 13. In the corner, Middleton with it. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Oh!
No way. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
To the inside. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks lead by 16.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Giannis high post. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Los Angeles calls timeout. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Hear so much about this 3 and D in terms of the wings in the NBA. And Chris Middleton really embodies all of that. He can do some damage behind the arc and then is asked to guard the team's most potent offensive wing.
Bucks leading by 15, and there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Outside Holiday. From deep 3-point range. It's hauled in by George. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And Lopez throws it down.
A big who can score from anywhere. Lopez is a tough guy to track defensively.
Jackson passes to Batum. Misses from close range. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard finds George. The second chance effort. Fires the 3. Tries yet again. Here's Zubac. And finally they hit one.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Jackson against Holiday. Giannis high post. And again, the Bucks miss.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Lets the three fly. Milwaukee with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Middleton left side. Shoots over Leonard. That's good from 17 feet away.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And the dunk by Zubac.
That's the man you want running into the pick and roll. It's Paul George at the helm. He's got the ball and makes a great play.
Middleton for three. That shot missing. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Coming up next. Welcome to 2K Sports for another DA. It's
good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Batum out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's George in at the 2. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Leonard. Good D by Covington.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now, here is George. On the wing, Jackson. Outside, George. The three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
McCollum, no good. Leonard attacking, and Covington sends it back. And a wide-open look for McCollum. Buries the long-range jumper.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Outside, George. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Zubac the best to George. And the rebound by Nurkic.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Now here's Powell. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Quick shot there, and it's off target. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here. Leonard and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
Lillard surveying the D. Powell, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
George with no one around. Sinks the triple.
When we talk about George's confidence, when you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Lillard outside for 3. He doesn't hit that one, as the Clippers taking it the other way. Clippers moving the ball around. And it's Zubac atop the key. Back to Leonard. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. Covington against Leonard. Here's Zubac. Great D that time from Nurkic. For Portland, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And the basket by McCollum.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
George against Nurkic. And George gets it to go. George has got 5 now. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Here's Lillard. The Clippers grab the miss. Now George. Foul pulls it in.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And a deep three from Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
A shot by Batum, no good. And now Portland on the break. A good look from McCollum. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And here's Batum. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him. And before the game, we talked about that with him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Kennard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Clippers trail by 3. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Lets it go from 14. And it's put back up and in by Rondo. Rondo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Rondo is a clever player, recognizing how to track down second chance opportunities.
Pass to Jones. And he banks in the layup.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Left side Rondo. Inside. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to a point with the bucket from Patterson.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Offline with his 3.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Outside for Rondo. And there's the pass to Patterson. Kennard on the wing. Over Jones. Here's Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Rondo dishes to Morris. A 3-pointer off the mark. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cancer.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Rondo. Here's Morris. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. The three-pointer is right on target.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Now, here is George. He's got 5. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. George has got 7 points in the game.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Cantor, and Cantor able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Jackson drives in. Basket counts.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Lillard outside. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Jackson down low. Covered by Lillard. Puts one up from 19. The 15-footer. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. He's got 6.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 8. Hits it from three-point range.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Jackson from long range. And Cantor pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Fires the 3, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And a close game. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 14 points and 1 assist. And that should do it with the second half about to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Giles. He's out there with Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Anthony with it. George picks him up. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a one-point game. It's stolen by Anthony. Unloads. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now, here's George. He's got 7. No good off the back of the rim. Anthony, the pass to Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. George against Anthony to the paint. Batum banked in off the glass.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Passes it to Anthony. Three-pointer. They get the rebound.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
George with the ball. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That one drops for him. George has got 9 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Outside Anthony. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Jones. Oh, good on the three. Clippers trail by 3. Jackson passes to Batum. Back to Jackson for the tie. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Harry Giles. McCollum comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 14. That 3 off the mark. Pass to Batum. Uncovered. Man can't hit. Portland leading by 3. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum for the 3. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
We've got 1:18 left in the third. Kennard finds Patterson. Back to Kennard. Clock at 6. Pass to Patterson. Here's the 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Robert Covington comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Powell in for Jones. Back to Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Lillard way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rondo against Lillard. Rondo, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
McCollum, no good. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Here's Patterson. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Patterson's got 6.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Portland leading by 4. Patrick Patterson is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Man in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Trailblazers keep it alive. Got a piece of it.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
To the left wing. Rondo passes to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned. How about his aggressiveness from three? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
Now here's Rondo. Morris outside. Shoots over Powell. That shot off the mark. And it's Portland the other way. And the wing jumper offline.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Patterson, that's good.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's McCollum. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by McCollum. Outside Covington. Powell, no one around him. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Down low. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Morris.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Lillard. Jacks up a three. Paul George grabs the miss. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Out to Morris. He feeds it to Patterson. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Now here's Lillard. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Outside, George. Shoots. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. It's McCollum on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Clippers trail by 3. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. This is to Patterson. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Powell for 3. Drops in the tray.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Now McCollum. Now the pass to Pop. Back to McCollum. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Portland has possession. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Covington.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Lillard outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. And now an 11-point Portland lead. And here's Rondo over Lillard. Off the mark. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.